Tony Lazarovich sent me an email with his comments after he was here the other day. I just give you time to read through them.
Just right off the bat there, and there was some discussion and he couldn't really answer it directly. We were asking for the proper sale of additional land that they have purchased, and owner at the time of acquisition, present owner of remaining land. And so does that mean something that's touching around it, or does that mean remaining land that they didn't purchase from the original owner?
My take on that would be that say they bought part of the northeast, and since then it's been sold to somebody else. It'd be that new owner of that, the rest of that northeast. In other words, it'd be the rest of the parcel that they bought that piece off of.
So if they bought the whole parcel, then they just eliminated anybody but the next government agency. Is that right? So say they bought a. We asked about a 200-acre parcel when he was here. We've heard on several occasions that they bought the whole 200 when they only needed a sliver. And so if the way this reads is that if the original owner didn't want it back, then that puts DNR in first place.
Yeah, were to buy the whole thing, I guess I'm not sure how that would. I mean, if they only bought part of the parcel, and I guess I'm not sure whether you consider it parcel Southwest 40s or whether you consider the land unit.
And you can't, I mean, the thought that if you buy a complete parcel and you offer it back to the original owner, I mean, that's just almost a moot step in that. Why would they buy it back? I mean, that's just a level there that really is not going to happen.
Well, if the owner in the meantime had negotiated or bought himself an access in, he might be interested in buying it back. If he got an option to buy an access in at a certain dollar amount, and he could get the parcel back, bought back for what he feels is a good price, he could buy it back. That might apply more to like where we talked about the other day, we got Peyton's, they got HLP and they got Peyton's. Well, Peyton's got the adjoining piece, and then they bought him all out because it was in HLP. Since he actually owned the other piece, or him and the other parties maybe owned the other piece, he could buy it.
You can interpret that a couple of ways. That's not really defined in my opinion. I mean, it's still pretty gray. He's in the tail end here, he's addressing the parking of equipment option. And we had asked that whether they had the ability to park on the body spots.
They're saying no.
They're saying no.
I guess I always assumed those bonding easements would be assessed, just like any other pond that the farmer has in his field, and it gets assessed with the rest of his property.
It's part of that 40.
The assessors get contradictory advice in that category too, because they were telling them to take them completely off and then reevaluate at a later date as to whether those should be included again. So I'm not 100% sure which way they're going.
Is that advice from other assessment organization? Is that where?
I'm thinking state contact of some sort.
I can give about.
Yeah, we should. That would be a good idea, because I think he's at a quandary as to knowing what's the right route. Because then there was he was also not really sure about whether they had the ability to use it during the process.
Yeah.
So
I guess my understanding.
Oh, 1 minute, I'll give you the detail. Wait, so hello.
Is they're trying to address the issue of water ponding at this point in time, rather than wait for the project that's done and then get complaints from farmers that, hey, you built this road pond, and now it's a lot bigger section of my field than it used to be. And so, my understanding, that's what they're trying to do here is.
I really don't agree with the process in that.
We've changed it.
I don't think it's right for them to be able to hinder, or they have a huge problem with improving any ones. They won't do that. So why should they have the ability to make someone's drainage worse? I don't think that's right.
Yeah. Well, that probably can be argued whether or not, in some situations, I don't know that they're not going to reduce the amount of drainage that's there, but they're going to make the problem worse, because the road now goes through the pond, where it used to be the low spot in the pond, so that water's got to be pushed back someplace else.
It'll be displaced to the wet area out of the
Yeah.
boundary.
Plus now all of a sudden you got this surfaced area that's, I think each lane's what, 28 feet. It's not going to absorb any water, and that's all going to run off. So you're going to have more water accumulating.
And you have the disturbance of the land, in that they're going to slope it, and it's just going to change.
Yes. Yeah. That spot 500 feet that way, they used to drain this way, and now going to come down the ditch because they've got a ditch and it's coming back this way.
That's right.